Jesus broke with the traditions that bound the women of his day. He spoke openly to women. Some of his close companions were females, such as Mary Magdalene, Martha, and Mary of Bethany, Salome, Joanna, Susanna, and others. When Martha complains to Jesus that her sister Mary is sitting at the Master's feet to hear his teaching rather than helping with the household duties, Jesus says, "Mary hath chosen that good part which shall not be taken away from her." He defends woman's right to be the disciple of Jesus Christ, to be the chela of the living Guru, to be the repository of the sacred mysteries, and to keep the flame of the Divine Mother on behalf of all life. He teaches both men and women, rich and poor alike, that the soul must defend her right to be, and first and foremost, to be a living disciple of the living Word. Martha of Bethany also figures as the disciple who makes one of the most important statements about Jesus recorded in the Gospels. She confesses that Jesus is the Christ. Martha makes her confession as Jesus arrives at her home following the death of her brother Lazarus. Jesus promises Martha that her brother shall rise again. He says, "I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this?" Martha replies, "Yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world." Martha's words, recorded in the book of John, are almost identical to Peter's confession recorded earlier in the book of John and in the other Gospels. Peter says, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." It is significant that in the book of John, it is Martha, a woman, who proclaims the same truth that is proclaimed by Peter, Prince of the Apostles and leader of the early church. She, like Peter, is cast in the role of witness, who declares Jesus to be the Christ, the incarnate Word, and the Son of God in whom prophecy is fulfilled. It is also significant that the first person to see the resurrected Jesus was a woman, Mary Magdalene. After Jesus spoke to Mary outside his empty tomb, he commanded her, "Go and tell the disciples." Mary Magdalene was rightfully the first apostle because she was the first to bring the good news of Christ resurrected to the world. This is why there was a race as to which one of the apostles got there first. Those who got to the tomb and got there first are considered the primary apostles of Jesus Christ. But Mary Magdalene beat them all. And that wasn't because she could run faster, it was because she had the greater attunement and because Jesus wanted his primary apostle to be a woman, not to the exclusion of men, but co-equally with the others. The fact that Jesus chose Martha to receive the mysteries of God and Mary Magdalene to be the first witness of his resurrection tells us that women who were close to Jesus had both the ability and the right to be his disciples.
The preceding lecture was given by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, world-renowned author and spiritual teacher. The Summit Lighthouse is an international spiritual organization dedicated to universal enlightenment. Founded in 1958, the Summit Lighthouse has been a beacon of truth to thousands worldwide and a leader in New Thought spirituality. The preceding program has been brought to you by the Summit Lighthouse. For more information, call 1-800-245-5445 or visit our website at www.tsl.org. Outside the USA, call 406-848-9500 or write to the Summit Lighthouse, 63 Summit Way, Gardner, Montana 59030, USA.